Buisness Girlies. I am, we are, you are, everybody is Buisness Girlies. We're very professional, as you can tell by my attire. This is what I wore at work today. I went to multiple meetings with the president of my department like this.
Wow. A whole vibe.
I'm wearing a skirt as well.
Wow.
I have worn this skirt every day this week because it's comfy.
I'm actually
and we're in that
podcasting from my living room today. Because we're in that stage of home renovation where we can't sleep in our bedroom and we can't sleep in our spare bedroom, and so we sleep in Ryan's office, which is normally where I podcast from, and this is the only corner of my home that doesn't look like we're in a full renovation site, because if I were to turn this camera around, you would see piles of clean laundry, piles of dirty laundry, and piles of drying laundry in my dining and living room.
Oh, fun.
We love a home reno.
Fun. Right? At least you're getting it out of the way so that it's ready this summer, come summertime.
Yeah. Anyway, hi and welcome to It's Not For You.
Hello!
Hi, us from the future. You are looking beautiful today. If you're not us from the future, get out. You're not supposed to be here.
What about us from the past? Are they allowed?
Really, that's not how this works.
What do you mean?
Us from the past can't listen to something that isn't made yet. We don't have time travel.
But when time travel is inevitably invented, are they allowed to come and listen?
Hey, if you're us from the past because time travel's been invented, drop a comment below. Does that make you feel happy?
Of course. I'm always looking out for past Riley. And past Callie.
You're a psycho. All right. All right.
Can you believe I haven't had caffeine yet today? At all? I forgot.
Bro, how's your noggin doing?
Not good.
Go get a bubbler or something.
It hurts. I will later.
Dude.
I'll be fine. It's like the night.
And? You act like that stopped me before.
And I gotta go to bed. At a certain time, if I start drinking caffeine now, I'm gonna be up. And then future Riley will be mad.
I don't understand. Hang on, I need to sort out a problem. Hi, Tigger.
Hi, Tiggy Wiggies.
We're podcasting in the, living room, so my cat tower is right to the left of me. And in my ancient home, I can't just plug things in. You have to turn the light switches on for things to work.
Oh, I've got a switch like that. I had no idea that that's what that switch did for like 2 weeks living here. But I learned that that switch has to be on all the time for my TV and my Wi-Fi to work.
There you go.
We'd love a fun electrical outlet situation.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I hear that you want me to open a restaurant still.
Oh, for sure. It's absolutely necessary that you do that.
I'm not opening a restaurant, but go ahead. Give me the pitch.
Oh, it's my turn?
Well, do you want me to start, or do you want to start?
I can start. Give me a sec.
Okay, you give a screen share, friend. So Riley has been trying to, here's some backstory for us when we inevitably forget. Riley's been trying to convince me to open a restaurant for 5 years. It started when I forced her to eat with us once a week in college, and I used to make some really yummy food in the before allergy times. I make really yummy food now. But every once in a while, Riley would just be like, this is my new favorite meal. It's not every once in a while. It's pretty much every time I make a new food, Riley's like, this is my new favorite meal. And
Oh, for sure.
we started this little game of like, is this in the top 5? Like, is this on the restaurant list? And she has changed the top 5 so many times. One time we recorded one of the Lost podcasts where Riley made a menu for my fake restaurant and Sam made a menu for my fake restaurant, and they presented their menus to me. And I wish we had that somewhere because it was so very funny. They had like parameters then too. They had to like name my restaurant. They needed 2 appetizers, 2 sides, 3 meals, and a dessert. I think Riley's just gone hog wild here. Like, I didn't give her...
Oh, for sure.
And give her any rules.
I let my full creative liberties just run wild with this. But I think you're really going to like it. This isn't Aries Riley made Callie a restaurant. This is how I envisioned the restaurant to be. I had some inspiration.
Okay, but you're not screen sharing.
On your interests.
My girl.
I know. I was giving you the floor.
Oh, well, I was just trying to fill time so that you could, like, make this happen, bro.
All right, I got it.
Now we're just sitting here and it's awkward. I have 2 cups.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay, do you see it?
I see. Oh, I don't. Okay, hang on. Let me just adjust. You start your spiel here and let me adjust some stream settings so that we can get
No, it's important that you see it. Google.
Why? Literally. Right. I'm not opening a Rainforest Cafe. Rainforest Cafe is something. You're such a psycho.
You're right. You are not opening a Rainforest Cafe. Instead, you are opening Callie's Corner continued. I kept the name because I couldn't think of anything else better than Callie's Corner. It alliterates.
I hate you.
It fits the vibe perfectly. So we kept the original name of the restaurant for anybody who understood that we've done this before. This was the original name of Callie's restaurant that I came up with in the past, and I feel like the name Callie's Corner is like a chill, cozy vibe already, just in the name. So we kept it. All right. As I was doing this, putting together this deck, this slideshow, I learned of a thing called greenhouse cafes.
That's
and
it.
I ran.
That's the one.
Yep. So I did some research and found some examples of a greenhouse cafe, and I really feel like if you were to open a restaurant, the outside of your restaurant would look like a greenhouse. You'd have the big open windows, you'd have lots of plants. I like this. I don't know if you can see my mouse moving, but the middle picture here.
I 150% cannot see your mouse moving. I believe you have a laser pointer function you may use.
Oh, I don't know about that. But you can see the middle picture, right?
I can see the middle picture, yeah. I'm zooming.
The like, trees and stuff.
I've zoomed on a middle picture.
So, beautiful.
I have so much power.
So, the middle picture is kind of what my envisionment was for like a deck for outdoor seating. You could have kind of, there's like park bench vibes out there, but there's tables and stuff where you could have outdoor tables and outdoor seating. We're going to be, I don't know why the E is so small in outdoor vibe.
That's pretty embarrassing.
All right. Anyway, we're going to be revisiting that backdoor patio idea a little bit later in the presentation.
Oh, okay.
Now, on to the indoor vibe of Callie's Corner. Maybe. There we go.
Ah! Okay. I'm in love!
So tying back in to the greenhouse cafe vibes, I'm picturing glass ceilings with vine-like plants kind of hanging from the ceiling. I'm thinking string of pearls.
Yes.
And like little ferny looking plants kind of hanging from the ceiling. We don't want them too low and like dipping in people's foods,
I don't know
but
if I agree with
enough to like hang on the rafters. I'm envisioning. I found some like examples of seating where there were booths and benches,
We love a bench.
which I have some mixed feelings about because I know that you and I, are people that appreciate personal space. And I feel like that Callie's Corner is also a place in which people who value their personal space can go and enjoy it. In booths, like long booths that share multiple tables, don't really allow that. So I'm not envisioning that for the restaurant. But what I'm envisioning is like some booths here and there because I know that some people appreciate that as somebody who used to host and have to listen to that on a daily basis. A little bar area where people can go up if they want to just come by themselves or go with a group of friends and go up to the bar. Little bar area with some plants kind of hanging around the back there. But the picture on the far right is what I was really envisioning for like the table situation. It reminded me of your dining room table with like
Yes.
the light wood tabletop and like the white legs of the table. The chairs in the picture don't look that comfortable, so I'm thinking like more comfortable chairs. But really, what I'm envisioning for the interior of Callie's Corner is light, open colors. We want to give the ambiance of a greenhouse, so we don't want anything dark and closed off. With the exception of greens, because plants. And that'll just blend in with the plants and everything. But lots of plants everywhere.
Yes.
What are your thoughts so far?
I'm obsessed. I'm in love. Everything is beautiful.
Amazing. I'm very glad. Now that we've established the exterior and the interior vibe, something that I decided to run with that I didn't include in the last presentation of Callie's Corner is, yes, there's going to be foods, and yes, there's going to be drinks at your restaurant. But how are you going to draw people in addition to your delicious food and drinks? What's going to catch their attention? We need events. So what kind of events can be hosted at Callie's Corner? I'm thinking plant potting classes. I'm thinking game nights. You could have a little corner, like bookshelf somewhere where there's games that you already own that people can use, like what breweries have, or people can bring their own games, but you host a game night. BYOV is one of my new favorite things that bars around here are doing, and that is bring your own vinyl, and that will draw Riley in every week. Bring your own vinyl. Movie nights. This is where I think tying back to the outdoor patio idea comes in. You could put up a big projector screen on the back patio and host mood lit movie nights with like the hanging like light streams and everything. All that you can easily move the like outdoor seating, the park benches over and the tables over to like allow people to bring their own blankets or chairs or anything to make themselves feel more comfortable. Plus, you could serve food during movie nights. You could have popcorns in mugs.
No.
During movie night.
No.
And then also Saturday and Sunday morning yoga before the restaurant opens for those who are looking for a Zen yoga environment. What better place to enjoy a yoga sesh or a Pilates sesh than in a greenhouse? I'm just saying. And then, of course, live music, because what is a restaurant without live music?
I love it. While I am wholly against Saturday, Sunday morning yoga, I firmly believe no one should be sweating in a restaurant. That sounds disgusting. I like the idea of like Saturday and Sunday morning chill vibe. It's just coffee, the kitchen's not open, and there's some lo-fi music playing. Maybe Saturday and Sunday morning book club.
Ooh, I didn't think of that. That's a great idea.
Thank you so
Absolutely. Much. if you didn't want the yoga in the restaurant, that is also what the back patio is for. You could do Friday night movie nights. Everything's already cleared away, and then
No
people
sweating in a shared food
wandering
zone. That is
outside.
a health
The
code
rain
violation.
will
No,
wash
no,
the
no,
sweat
no,
away.
no, 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 no.
Yes. Yes.
No. It's my restaurant. There will be no Saturday, Sunday morning sweating. No.
All right. Are you ready to see the new and improved Callie's Corner menu?
I'm excited. I'm nervous. I don't like how much is old, how much is new? Who's gonna know?
I will tell you that the overall vibe of the menu is the same. I did not change because
You mean it's all potatoes and guacamole?
No. I'm talking about the design of the menu. It's got to fit the greenhouse vibe, and I felt like the old design matched the greenhouse design the best. I did try to change it a couple of times, and I just couldn't get it.
Just couldn't do it
back. So we left it as is. But let me scooch it over here, and I cannot click in. Oh, can I click and drag? No, I cannot. Okay, I'm gonna stop presenting.
So chaotic.
Welcome to Riley's only. There we go. Okay.
Your face is the whole stream right now.
Beautiful. Amazing. So what I'm hearing is that I'm not sharing my screen anymore.
You're just wumbo size.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want me to plan out your company for you, I'm your girl. This is who you're working with.
She will come to all streams wumbo sized.
Wumbo size. Should I just get like?
Get up in there,
Hi, I'm
man.
I'm in your computer. I live here now.
You don't live here now.
I do.
When the wumbo hits.
When the wumbo hits. If this gives you any indication as to how my classes go, this is what I do for a living. I clearly do a great job. All right, I'm going to reshare my screen. All right. Rainforest Cafe. There we go. I have the menu hidden on purpose because I'm going one menu item at a time.
Oh, I'm sorry. So now I need to re-wumbo you so that you can oh my lord, this is Riles, this is wildly unreasonable.
What? What do you mean? Can you not see?
You have the menu secreted so that I can't see it?
Yeah.
Oh, you absolute dingleberry. All right.
Oh, we're going to zoom in a little bit. Okay. So, overall vibe, Callie's Corner. Ah, that's a wrong slide. This is the right one. All right. All right, everybody, we're back in business. Okay. Callie's Corner. As I said, overall vibe is the same. Got some plants and green. And we're going to start with some appetizers. I did leave some of my fan favorites on the list, but you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, making sure. There's no indicator on my side that it's sharing, so I wanted to make sure.
Again, you could pull up the podcast on your phone.
I don't want to risk any weird echo things.
No, you could turn the volume off, Psycho.
It's too late. It's too late for that. So I left some fan favorites in the appetizer section, of course. But I did add what is now my favorite thing in the world, which is the buffalo poppers. Because I absolutely, my mouth waters thinking about those at least once a week. I have tried and failed to make them at home. I can't do it. I tried.
They're not hard.
So I'm going to Callie's Corner to get them. And that's what I'm going to be ordering every time. In addition to buffalo poppers, I left on there our favorite tornado potatoes because how can I take that off after eating 4 trays of them?
Oh my gosh, they're not even tornado potatoes. I couldn't tornado the potato. That was the problem.
It was the same concept. They were just, the wind had dispersed a little bit. I still ate them. They still tasted the same. And then I also left the guacamole on there because, again, Sam and I polished off an entire bowl.
Every time you came over, you polished off an
single
entire
time.
bowl.
And every time I said, I'm not going to do it. I'm only going to have a few chips. And every time I just absolutely devoured the entire thing. So there's not much in the appetizer department. I really wanted to focus on entrees. And again, some fan favorites on there that there were last time. But we've definitely got some new additions and I've reordered them a little bit. Number 1, I don't know that this is number 1 on my list, but the springtime shrimp spring roll stir fry, which is something that you made me, I think, the last time I was out there, and it was absolutely delicious with the angel hair pasta.
You mean the rice noodles?
Or the noodles, yeah.
Rice noodles.
Rice noodles. That's what it was. They were really thin. It made me think of angel hair. So I think, anyway, anybody who knows me knows that if shrimp is involved, I'm ordering it off the menu, and anytime stir fry is involved, I'm ordering it off the menu. So shrimp, spring roll, stir fry, checks all the boxes. Absolutely in the new top 5 for sure. I don't really know where it lands. There's so many meals that I love, but definitely up there. Next on the list, we have baller burger balls, which I could almost put up in appetizers, the little burger meatballs that you put lettuce on and then we dip in the stuff. I really like those. I think they're delicious. And I could eat them as a meal, but I think they could also fit in appetizers.
Respect.
Following that, salmon and greens. This is a returning player. I just love the salmon and green beans. That's just one of my, again, anytime it's fish related on the menu, in my mouth it goes. So, salmon and greens, I really love it. Like, every time you've made it, I really liked it. Definitely still one of my top contenders, top 5 for sure. Fabulous Vaginas, I believe, is another returning player. I just love the Vaginas. Whatever we make them, they're so good. I don't think we've had those in a while. Can you still have those?
Well, so fajitas proper involve like a certain amount of citrus and onions that I can't consume anymore. So like really what we've been doing lately is we've been making like white people tacos, but then also adding in some goat cheese jalapeno poppers. And it's scratching the itch a little bit.
Yeah, it's all the same kind of tastes and stuff.
So, yeah, very similar, yeah.
Just different physical forms. Same taste though. Awesome. But yeah, definitely enjoyed it every time we had fajitas. That was one that I had seconds of a lot and needed to make it on the list. Next up on the list is the teriyaki chicken bowl. Oh my God, you made that for me recently, and I think I took a picture of
I haven't
the
made this for
recipe.
you in years because I'm allergic to it.
Oh no, you didn't. I took a picture of the springtime spring roll stir fry.
Yes.
The teriyaki chicken bowl, though, you used to make for me a lot, and that was so good. I make teriyaki like rice all the time, and that kind of I don't make chicken a ton. I make a lot of shrimp stuff, but that kind of I don't know, scratches the itch. I really loved those though. Those were so good. My mouth is like an ocean right now. I hope you know. Oh, the good memories. Let's see. Tofu chicken nuggets. I left those on there because, as I believe I explained in the last recording of this, I don't like tofu, or at least I thought I didn't like tofu.
Until
I had tried it a few times, and I was just like, not for me. Until you made tofu chicken nuggets, and I was obsessed with it. I could have done round 2 of tornado potatoes on those tofu chicken nuggets. They were that good. I'm not kidding. They were so good. So I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of side dishes. Like we could do the roasted carrots with the tofu chicken nuggets, or like again buffalo poppers with tofu chicken nuggets as a side. I had to leave the tofu chicken nuggets on there though because they were so good. I think on this page that's the last one. Yeah. So I got another page for you. Don't worry.
Oh, another page.
So this is yes, ma'am. So this is page 1 of the Callie Corner menu.
Wow.
On to page 2. I had to separate the entrees out a little bit because there are so many good dishes that you've made. But there are some shining stars out there that I felt deserved their own corner within Callie's Corner.
This is intense.
And with that, I added a chef specials section of the Callie's Corner menu. And first on the list is take out the garbage plate, a fan favorite, which I know that we can't have anymore, but long live the garbage plate.
Long live the garbage plate.
The garbage plate will always hold a special place in our heart for so many reasons. And with that, I had to leave it on the list for our patrons who can have the garbage plate.
That mac salad is elite.
Oh, I know. Oh my God. When I tell you that, like, I'm waiting for the drool to just like spill right out of my mouth here.
My gosh.
Talking about the garbage plate is not helping that fact at all. The garbage plate probably stands as number 1 of the things that you've made. Top 3, I should say. There's so many. This list here really is like my top, my number 1. But take out the garbage plate. The garbage plate is really up there with my faves. So we had to put it at the top of the list of the chef specials for sure. Next on the list is the infamous Callie pesto pasta.
Yeah, it's so good.
Another
it's
one of
named
those.
After me.
So good, it's named after you. It's one of those that we don't make anymore, but so many special memories around it. It's so delicious, to your point. It's so good that it was named after you. Had to be on the menu in the chef specials.
Yes.
Next on the list is pita pizzas. I love them. They were so good, and I know they're a lot of work, but when we were talking about them the last time I was over, you said something like it scratches the Bobley itch. Or
it
something
does.
Like that. It scratches the Bobley itch, which I honestly haven't made Bobleys in a really long time.
They were our college staple.
But they were our college staple, which we already have. We have so many good memories around that. And now we have pita pizzas that we allow you to continue to enjoy pizza.
Yeah.
But allow us to kind of have that same kind of vibe. They were so good, and the pitas can be used for so many different things.
Oh, yeah.
What did you make in them? It was the pitas, there was avocado involved.
Oh, shawarma. I made you shawarma.
Shawarma! I wanted to add that on here somewhere, but I couldn't remember what the name was. So consider shawarma part of the chef specials as well. Because that was amazing. But the pita pizzas were so good, I had to add them to the list. Because I think I had them for like 3 meals one time when I was there at your house. We just had some extras.
You did.
And I was like, Mary, keep them going.
They're just like good for everything.
They are. They're good for everything. And I mean, I know they're a lot of work to make, but it seemed like, at least for you and Ryan, if you made them just for the two of you, it makes a lot of them. So you can get a lot of use out of them in the week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Which means that in your restaurant, you can make multiple meals with them, including shawarma, which we're going to pretend is on the list because I just forgot what the name was. And forgot to ask. That is the end of the chef's specials.
Wow.
The last section on the menu is desserts. And there have been a couple of new desserts added to the repertoire in the last year.
There have been some new ones.
The first one is the bullseye buckeye. I remember whipping a lot of buckeyes the last time I was over, and they were all worth it because they were delicious. And we ate, again, so many of them between Sam and I and Ryan and you. They're so good. They're a great little dessert. They're, I don't know, chocolate. You can never go wrong with chocolate.
They're just little chocolate peanut butter truffles. Like, there's nothing to them.
Exactly. But they taste delicious. So they are on the dessert menu. Next on the dessert menu is the chocolate chip cookies that you've been making.
Oh, those are good.
They're so unbelievably good. I think I ate, like, I'm not a huge dessert person anymore. I I usually don't, like, have a ton of sweets around my house. The last time I was over at your house, I think I ate 7 cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Like, within an hour and a half. So
We can't make them unless guests are over, or I will eat the whole plate in a day.
Yep. Round 3 of tornado potatoes. I could eat those the entire tray of the chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my gosh.
But with it being a restaurant, it'd be kind of cute too. You can order chocolate chip cookies right off the menu, or you could do like what bakeries do, and they've got like bags of cookies. You could bag them and like groups. You can buy them in like groups of 5 or something, or like half a dozen or whatever. But either way, those cookies deserve to be on the menu because I will be coming to the restaurant and ordering the jalapeno poppers and the garbage plate and the chocolate chip cookies.
That is a gross meal combined together.
I'm a hungry lady.
It's just such a gross combination of flavors.
They're all my favorites on the menu. There were only a couple of other desserts. Oreo balls, I added on there just because they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And they're really good. And they're kind of along their lines of like Buckeyes where they're...
Yeah, they're a truffle for sure.
They're a truffle.
Yeah.
And I don't know. They're just kind of a special treat. There's something that our gluten-free friendly friends can have. So I put that on there. And then I think I left your puppy chow on there because your puppy chow was so good.
Bro, it's just puppy chow.
I know, but it was so good. I think I took a picture of that too. I've taken so many pictures of like your recipe cards when I come over to your house.
I know, and then you don't make them, which is what's funny about them.
I do try. I'm just learning. I'm learning how to cook. I'm still in the learning stage.
I think I just need to come, like, stay with you for a week and teach you. I think that's what it is, friend.
I've gotten a lot better.
I know you have.
I cook on the stove a lot. That's, like, probably 60% of how I cook is right on the stove.
That's
shrimp,
amazing.
Vegetables. I usually do chicken in the air fryer because it's easier.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And I think safer.
Well, if you know what you're doing, it doesn't matter, but...
Absolutely. But yeah, I'm getting there.
Love it.
I think it looks Blondies. I did leave Blondies on there. Blondies was the last thing, just because, again, that was like my favorite thing that you ever baked in college.
They were good. They were brown butter blondies.
Oh, they were so good. They like were the best blondies that I've ever had. I think I think I said this when we were doing the first recording of this, along with the tofu chicken nuggets. I wasn't like, blondies weren't my go-to dessert usually, but these blondies, they hit different. I swear. I round 4. I could have round 4'd these with with the tornado potatoes and the chocolate chip cookies and whatever it was that I said. Oh, the tofu chicken nuggets. I could have eaten the entire tray of blondies. They were that good. But you're also a very good baker, so
Thank you. I actually like, so I will say that I consider myself a good cook these days, but I was originally a very good baker. Like that was my thing in high school, is that, like at the end of the day, flour, sugar, eggs, and butter make cookies, right? And like, if my day was stressful or confusing, or I had a hard time understanding something, I knew at the end of the day that like baking was always baking, and you just had to follow the instructions and everything was
yeah.
going to be fine. I'm sorry, my cats, you're really missing something here. My cats are starting World War III, and it is truly bizarre. Milo has been like sitting on my lap for your whole presentation here today, and then decided just now to get up, jump on the top of the cat tower where Tigger was napping, and brutally attack him.
Oh man.
So then I had to get up while you were still presenting and move Milo down to the second cat bed. But Milo then took it upon himself to try to kick Tigger out of the big cat bed, which was not the answer.
Not the answer. Absolutely not.
No,
Bad choices all around.
So
On
incredibly
Milo's
rude.
end.
Yeah. So sorry, when you watch this back and you see little Milo and me just vibing while you're presenting, and then you'll see me look panicked for like 5 minutes. That's what happened.
It's life with cats.
Oh yeah, I mean they're just like chilling in the tower now, as if they didn't just try to murder each other.
That's usually how it goes.
I think Tigger is going to evict himself because he doesn't want to share with Milo, who then just tried to swat him out on his way down.
Milo's really coming for his blood today.
Milo's just like very rude. He's just a very
He
rude
is.
boy.
He's a very rude boy. We love him. But like,
he's a bully and he's very rude.
the ego on that boy.
Yeah, he needs to be checked. Milo Thaddeus, our shared last name. You mind yourself.
Our shared last name.
I love the restaurant. I love the new and improved vibes.
Good.
Love the new and improved vibes.
I'm so glad. I
so
literally saw a greenhouse cafe and I went, that's it. That's the vibe.
I'm so wholeheartedly against sweating in a food zone, but I love the book club idea.
Yay! Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, do like a little cafe in the morning and then lunch and dinner in the afternoon.
Yes. I think like we would definitely brunch it up hard. But like I don't feel like I need a full breakfast moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do like a 9 a.m. open.
Yeah. Like
lunch starts at 11:30.
Yeah.
Or 11. But good. I'm glad you liked it.
Yes.
It was fun. I like had this vision in my head for you, and then it was just a matter of me like going in and finding what I was looking for. I just happened to stumble across greenhouse cafes, and I was like, this is it. The Holy Spirit sent me this for her.
Yes. Okay, are you ready for your business?
I'm so ready.
Okay, I feel like this should be what the inside of your brain looks like, because when I was preparing this, I literally felt like, oh my.
I'm scared.
Well,
and excited.
I'm scared. And that is a challenge. Okay, what do you see right now?
It's loading. It's loaded. I can see it. I see what looks kind of like a board that says
Perfect.
unlocked on it.
That is what I am going for. All right. Sorry, now I just have to adjust our little screen baby. But our screen baby doesn't see it. Okay. Here's what I'm going for. I'm going, the vibe of your little zone here is dark academia. It's called Unlocked. I have named
Yes.
your business for you because I felt like we needed something that was really giving Nancy Drew, but also giving like fun, moody, awesome, cool stuff. Please. Oh, hang on. Are we no longer live? What's happening? I'm so very lost. Oh, okay. You really can't see it on our stream, so that is a challenge. Let us try a new thing. Riley, I need you to say some words here while I try to solve this here pro-lam.
Doesn't matter what I talk about.
I need you to talk about something really quick.
Have I ever told you the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise? It's not a story the Jedi would have told you about.
Literally, why are you like this?
I don't know that story. I don't know the rest of the story. I do, but I don't. What do I want to talk about? Oh, I bought records last weekend. I finished my Taylor Swift collection.
Oh, did you?
All I'm waiting for are the new releases of Reputation and Debut. But I got the rest of the albums that I was missing and the new one.
Hey.
And that's literally, if anybody wants to know what's in my brain right now, it is that soundtrack playing on a continuous loop all the time.
All the time?
All the time. It's playing right now.
What's your fave song on the new album, friendo?
That's a hard one because there's 31 songs.
Fair enough.
And I think I don't know. I think it's got to be either Clarabelle or Guilty as Sin has me like dancing around in my apartment. There aren't very many out of the 31 songs that have me doing that. I really like Down Bad and LOML. I just learned that on piano, which is very fun to play.
That's awesome.
I'm in the process of, this is one of those albums that like has a lot of slow ballad piano songs. And so I've been having a lot of fun on my breaks this week learning various songs from the album on the piano.
Amazing.
And singing along to them, which is not feeding the ear mite in my brain. That is the speaker on a continuous loop. But yeah, it's been fun. That's what I've been doing all week is I haven't been training. So I've had the playlist. It's a 2 hours and 2 minutes. That's how long the album is. And I work an 8-hour day. So I basically play it like 4 times through every day.
All right, girly.
Whoops.
Are you ready now?
I'm ready.
Okay. So here's the situation. So it's called Unlocked. Think of this logo, but like vertical and more like long and skinny, and unlocked is in cursive going down the center.
Ooh.
Here's the vibe. The vibe is dark, moody, eclectic. It has all the antiques, but she does not sell them. It has
Mm-mm.
plants and flowers as a part of the decor and like a wide variety of weird ones, but it only sells a small selection of flowers. Maybe bouquets only, or like scary small cacti and weird little vessels. Not pots, but like weird little old antique glass things.
Just random receptacles that I find. I
Yes.
love it.
This is a spot where people can like shop, but they can also chill, but there's an element of learning and celebration, but it's just also low key vibey.
I like that.
Okay.
I really like that I'm not getting rid of my antiques. Like of the things that I'm selling, it's not that.
Yeah. I knew that you couldn't run an antique shop because you would never sell anything.
No, I couldn't. I would not be able to part with anything.
Yes. Um, I added an emotional support flower in there because my brain felt too chaotic. Okay. Here's the bones
You
of your
stepped into my
business.
brain.
Yes. Here's the bones of your business. It's secondhand books, not a single new book to be found. The books are primarily like mysteries and ghost stories and spooky curious things. There's no cookbooks in your zone, okay? It's just weird stuff. Okay? There is a large vinyl section, largely secondhand, but there's definitely some fan faves right on in there because we've got to have them. There is I call it a coffee shop, but it's a beverage zone. Okay? Like, is there iced coffee? Sure. Can you get hot coffee? Hell no. Um, can you get boba and bubble tea and mango passion fruit juice cups? Yeah. Did I call it a coffee shop? Mm-hmm. Because I have a little caffeine addict brain.
Well, yeah, you gotta have caffeine. They
Yeah.
call Starbucks a coffee shop, and that's where I buy all my juice drinks.
Very true. And then I also called it a flower shop, but it's not really a flower shop. It's just a place where you can buy small, pretty bouquets or, weird little cacti and bizarre vessels. And like, this is your business in her 9 to 5 era, but after dark, she gets a little interesting. I'm thinking you were having like mystery solving / game night, like whether everyone is playing a Clue Escape or a Hunt a Killer box, or you're having like an acted out murder mystery. Like, there is a haunted scary shop game, fun social curious time. I'm thinking you could host little crafting clubs. Like, 1 month you make, I don't know, vinyl cups, and 1 month you make flower crowns, and 1 month you make other cool things you've made before, paintings. You teach people how to draw on Procreate. Like, there's crafting that you're teaching people. And then I think you need to have like a boozy listening party, whether like T Swizzle's dropping a new album, or Phoebe Bridgers is dropping something, or you find something weird and awesome that you need to share with the world. There's a listening social moment.
I love that so much. So much.
I'm so glad we love it. Let me give you the visuals. Look at her. Look at her. Okay.
I love her.
Here's where we're starting. This little corner here is I'm picturing like exposed beams in the ceiling, random eclectic antiques everywhere, and like big, full, nothing matches bookshelves all over the walls. Okay, all over the walls. I think the coffee drink zone should have a way too fancy chandelier for anything. These chandeliers have no business being here. I think the paint in this place is either black or forest green around the coffee bar. And the coffee bar is like, it's not a coffee bar. It's like someone's old antique, countertops from their 1910s house. Okay. Like nothing in this space was made new. Oh, I did have a picture of that. Okay, that's what's going on here, Riles. And then I think there needs to be, like, in the listening, chilling zone, like leather couches, black fireplaces, like warm, fluffy, bizarre looking rugs. I think if something isn't painted black or hunter foresty green, it should be bright floral green wallpapers or brick walls. I think.
I 150% agree with you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think any light fixture you have has to be brass and just look a little funky, whether it's like a sunshine burst on the ceiling or like a, 1800s crystal chandelier or like some grandma's old purse that we've attached a light bulb to. Like, it's gotta be funky, it's gotta be wild. It's gotta be everywhere. And I think you should have like the most stereotypical antique brass cash register you've ever seen. Does it function? I don't know. But do you need it? Yes.
Whenever I see one of those, like in Galena, because there's a couple stores that have that, I just want to touch it so bad. I just want to go behind the counter and just like dink around on it. Those things, that's the dream, really. I want one of those so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Do
Absolutely.
I actually physically have a store right now? No. Do I need a cash register? Absolutely.
Yeah, 100% you need a cash register. So that's my business idea for you. Like, is it anything? Does it make sense? No?
Yes. In my brain, it makes perfect sense. Everything is beautiful. I love it.
How would you make money? Oh, that's for you to
By
figure
the
out.
drinks. The boozy listening party.
Perfect.
And the beverage area.
The
As you
beverage,
so lovingly described it.
the beverage zone.
The beverage zone would get me my money dollars.
Yeah,
And
here's
then,
the thing.
I'd be selling a whole bunch of cool stuff.
When you open this business, because what I've learned is Callie's not opening a restaurant, but Riley is opening a weird store. When you open up your weird store, there needs to be a roped off Callie zone, and I need to be presented either with a bouquet of lilacs, peonies, or hydrangeas, and a nice latte every time I enter, as the originator of this brainchild. That's how I'll accept my payment. A corner where no one else's butt sits, and a nice latte and a bouquet of flowers upon my arrival. No, I will not tell you I'm coming. You just have to anticipate that I'll be there.
We could call it Callie's Corner.
I hate you. I came up with such a dope name and a whole sign for you, and you came up with the Rainforest Cafe and Callie's Corner. You absolute jerk of a person.
What do you mean? Callie's Corner is cute. The Rainforest Cafe was intended to be a joke. I just wanted to see. I can't see your face. I'm so mad that I can't.
Again, I would like to point out to you that you could see my face. You just choose not to open up the YouTubes like I have up to monitor our progress.
I forgot. Anyway, that's why when we were starting, and you were like, "All right, get like your screen up and get started. I'm gonna go do this thing." I was like, "No, you have to sit here, and you have to look at the screen. I'm not going to get started. I needed you to see the Rainforest Cafe."
You're terrible.
Thank
But
you.
I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Anyway, I'm
Oh,
glad you love your business. I'm not opening a
I
restaurant.
love it. Should I have a little like store cat or
Um,
store puppy? Or like I just bring my dog to work?
no, I think you need to have a cat.
Both.
Yeah, that's fine, but I think you need a cat.
I feel like in a vinyl bookstory type setting, there needs to be a cat that lives there.
You want to borrow Milo?
Milo would break all the records.
Milo would just jump in strangers' laps.
Milo would jump into the beverage zone.
Oh my god, Milo would be in the beverage. Every latte and beverage from Unlocked contains at least 4 unique Milo hairs.
I could just envision him sticking his snoot in people's drink
When he
when they're
first
not paying attention, like they're reading or they're discussing whatever album I have playing, and then they turn around and Milo's just like face deep in their coffee.
Oh my gosh, Milo, when he first jumped on my lap today, stuck his whole face in my cup. I'm talking like ears back, face in. And then he decided that wasn't the vibe for him when I smacked him. And so then he turned around and tried to put his tail in my cup. Like, Milo,
He has a smooth brain.
I want none of your edges in my beverage zone. Okay?
He has 0 brain cells and a smooth brain.
It's
and
shiny like a marble in there.
It's just dinking around. I would love to just understand his thought process. Because Tigger is such like a collected, calm, thoughtful little being. And Milo just is not that.
No, he is not.
Just a little feral little beast. So he's welcome to visit when you visit your throne in my store.
No, he's gonna help.
But Milo cannot live there.
I think that's just a trash attitude, honestly.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I think you got a trash attitude here, man.
He's gonna break the antiques. He's gonna knock them over by being an Aries.
He's gonna perfect them.
No, he can be everybody's lap cat.
Yeah,
That'll
will
be his job.
Inappropriately touching other people's laps. Like, he will just be jumping on people and trying to sit with them, and they're gonna be like, no, I don't, cat, I don't know you, and he's gonna be like, yeah, we're friends now.
They're like, we're allergic to cats, and he'll be like,
more snuggles, absolutely.
I heard cats, and then snuggle more.
Such a weird boy.
It's perfect. I love it.
I'm so glad.
I love my store. My business.
Yeah, your weird little zone.
My zone. It's perfect. It's exactly what lives in my brain. What my brain looks like all the time. You did a very good job stepping into my brain for a minute.
My favorite thing about what I have for you as your little store is that I just casually threw some peonies on there because I just needed some chill spots.
Yeah. Very understandable. I saw them on the second page too.
Yeah, I was just like this.
I loved that they were just like sprinkled in. I thought that was fun. We'll have lots of those in your corner of the store.
Perfect. I actually just planted some peonies at my house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got some white Shirley Temple peonies.
Ooh, very fun.
We're finishing up the landscaping this weekend, she says, hopefully.
It's going to be a perfect weekend. It's going to be like 75 degrees all weekend and sunny.
Yes. There's definitely going to be some rain here, which is super positive because we planted some stuff last week that's looking real sad.
Yeah.
And maybe if Mother Nature comes and gives them a warm, wet hug, they'll be happier.
A little kiss. They'll be a little bit happier.
No kissing in this house.
None.
No, we don't believe in kissing. Is trying to decide if she's pregnant or not. We don't believe in kissing.
Don't believe in kissing.
No one in this house has ever kissed.
It's part of the process, but Just hugs. Just hugs.
No, that's too much. We every once in a while will hold
Nod.
pinkies.
Oh, I was gonna say once in a while we nod at each other.
Well, we nod at each other every day. We have a very
We do
happy
like.
marriage.
Do you do like an upward nod or like a downward like
I do an Iowa
like
acknowledgement. Just a
oh the Iowa acknowledgement?
I don't know, it's not an Illinois acknowledgement. There's no chin up. It's always down.
Yeah, the Illinois one. I mean, this may just be because I grew up with brothers and this is how boys nod to each other.
Oh my
I
gosh.
grew up with in the hallway when we were in school and I would see my brothers in the hallway. It wasn't like, hey Riley, it was I was
Yeah.
like, we live together.
No, literally.
Say hello.
I hand out the Eucharist at school and I go, the body of Christ, and so many students give me
They do not nod at you.
the chin up. A real thing I had to say out loud to approximately 145 sixth graders was, what's the response to the body of Christ? And they all go, amen. I was like, great, can you stop nodding to me like you're trying to be the toughest thug on Brooklyn Nine-Nine? And they were like, what? And I was like, for real, stop. You look ridiculous.
That's absolutely incredible. No, they look really cool, Callie.
They
What are you
don't.
talking about?
The body of Christ. Ooh. No. Amen.
I'm doing that at church on Sunday.
You're not.
I'm gonna go right up to Father Connor and he's gonna give me the host and I'm gonna go and walk away.
I can't wait for him to text me and be like, why is Riley so criminal? Please have a conversation with her about receiving the Eucharist.
Why?
And then I'll tell him that not only are you a thug, you're a delinquent because you owe me 2 pieces of art.
I know. I was thinking about this week. I promise I haven't forgotten. It's been a very busy few months.
Bro, the musical I'm
Delusionally
producing
exhausted.
opens in 5 days.
I work at 6 a.m. tomorrow and Sunday.
No, you don't work on the weekends.
I do. I do this weekend.
You have a boring desk job now. You don't work on the weekends.
My team does.
No, your team is
My
very
team
dumb.
works on the weekends once in a while because we're in charge of training everybody on a new system. And there's overtime this weekend for those people. And they have lots of questions. So we have to go in and answer them. I know. I have had 0 free weekends in the last month and a half. I've
But
worked
in
over one.
June, we're going to play the new Nancy Drew game.
We sure are. Are you so excited that it's point and click?
Oh my gosh. Like when you sent that today, I literally said out loud, don't get excited. Because I was really worried that
You thought it was the Midnight in Salem thing?
Well, I did. So in Midnight in Salem, I didn't remember what they called the type of game that it was, but I do remember everyone being really upset. 1, because it functioned so poorly, and 2, because it wasn't as accessible as like they had been in the past. And I literally said out loud to myself, I was like, don't get excited. Don't get excited. And then I asked you, I was like, well, what was the last one? And you were like, well, the old games were point and click. And I was like, no, but what did they call Midnight in Salem? Because if they called Midnight in Salem a point and click game, like I wasn't going to get excited. But
yeah, no, it was free roam. Was Midnight in Salem.
Okay, so it's huge that it's point and click. I love the point and click system.
So here's the scoop. They are doing, from what I saw today, they had like a live stream where people could join and like get to learn about navigation in the system a little bit. They got to see somebody kind of free play with it. I didn't join the live stream. I was at work, obviously, but they said in their post that you have the choice. You can either pick free roam like Midnight in Salem, because that's technically what their new software. That's what they were trying to kind of do with the new software. Or you can choose point and click. And they had like a picture of both. So the free roam Midnight in Salem one. And then they had like what the screen would look like for point and click, it's exactly what the other games are.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm very excited. The comment section of that, I like that you get a chance to choose because for some reason, if anybody liked Midnight in Salem,
Well, so
and
the
how
thing
that
with
worked.
Midnight in Salem is I remember them saying, like, we are making this so that it functions with VR capabilities. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I am, first of all, a motion sick baby. Second of all, I get headaches. And third of all, I'm a exclusive glasses wearer. There is no part of me that is ever going to participate in VR. Like, I just want to play my mystery game.
Just like know your audience.
It's
Look
not 10-year-old girls anymore. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
It's a bunch of girls who are our age and like in their early 30s who grew up playing these games, who grew up reading books and like
100%.
solving mysteries, using mysteries as you said, using mysteries as a hobby.
Yeah.
We're not like, I know we say 9 out of 10 gamers are gamers, but we're not like gamers. We don't do VR, and we're not like the way that Midnight in Salem kind of ran was like a first-person shooter game.
I hated it. Everything about it was bad.
So I'm very excited the point and click is back because I think that's going to help people with navigation. The comment section was outrageous. Everybody's been so mad at like the Nancy Drew Games community for so long because they've been kind of dragging their feet on like the release date and updates and stuff. But knowing now that they have been setting up 2 separate navigation softwares so that people can choose how they want to play the game, understandable, first of all. And 2, the game releases in like 2 weeks. Which is insane.
I can't wait for them to get the player data back and be like, wow, nobody ever uses free roam mode.
They're going to go back. I have a feeling they're going to go back to point and click permanently after this game because just looking at the comments, this one was the first positive comment section I've seen on their page in weeks.
Yeah.
And 2, it was all, thank God you're doing point and click as an option. And like celebration emojis. And I struggled so hard with the Midnight in Salem navigation. I'm so glad we have point and click as an option.
Yeah.
So kudos to them for listening to their audience because if they had just completely ignored our complaints about Midnight in Salem would have been so much more, I don't know, tolerable if it was at least point and click.
Tolerable is a really strong word. I would say Midnight in Salem would have been more playable if it was point and click. I don't know that I would tolerate it. That game is bad in so many ways. Everything about the game is bad.
I wish we got a redo with that game because I know it would never happen. This is like unrealistic of me to say, and I sound like one of those people that I never like to sound like because I'm a believer in like when content is out, that's your content. I wish we got a redo with that game because I was looking forward to it for so
I know.
long.
You waited for years.
I waited for so long. And the concept of it, Salem witch trials.
I know.
That's like, I'd live for that stuff.
They totally beefed that game. They just totally beefed
it. Could have been so good.
I know.
And it wasn't. But what can you do? It's in the past. I'm really excited for this next game. I think it looks a lot better. Just like the friends that I grew up playing Nancy Drew, like, agree with me that it looks better. I think you and I have talked. It looks, there's more characters. It looks like.
I haven't looked yet.
No, you haven't?
No, we haven't talked. I haven't looked. I'm trying to not get excited because I don't want to be crushed.
That's right. So You're wanting to edge on the side of like being more surprised with it.
I want to know nothing about it because I knew
That's why I'm
everything about
excited to do
Midnight
it.
in Salem going in, and then I was just so upset. Like, I knew everything. I remember like having these like murder board sessions where we talked about the free roam and how it was going to function and what that was going to look like, and we looked at the character sketches and like how is that going to render compared to like what we actually see, and the characters in those games look bad. Like they did a bad job with those.
Yeah.
Like we like saw some of those scenes, and those scenes came out looking so like choppy and copy and pasted and weird, and we were like, no, we don't want that. Like I just here's all I want to know about the game. Like, is it point and click or is it free roam? For me, it's always going to be point and click. I hate the free roam system. It was not conducive to my life.
No.
And like, what mystery are we solving? And that's like all I want to know. I don't want to know anything. Like,
Can I give you a piece of like not spoiler knowledge,
yeah,
just like my interpretation based on the trailer?
yeah.
I think this game is going to be longer than Midnight in Salem, but I think there's going to be more moving pieces. It's not just going to be, it doesn't look like endless conversation.
That will be really good.
It looks like there's going to be more like
Puzzles.
I think so.
That'll be really good. I really
I
need
hope so.
that.
I can't speak on that really truthfully because I have not played the game, but if it's point and click, there has to be.
Yeah,
There has to be.
I hope so.
So I don't know. I got the itch to play an Nancy Drew game. Maybe I'll do that on Sunday after work.
I'm not allowed to have any itches that aren't home renovation driven.
Oh no. I do have to clean. That's my only I can't really home renovate. But I
can't clean
I can clean.
until okay, so here's where we're at. All right. So we have to finish landscaping that's outside. It is what it is. Upstairs in our bedroom, we haven't finished the walls yet because sections of our walls fell off. Like it's 115-year-old plaster. Of course, there's going to be a problem. So like sections of our walls came off. So we have to now put down new drywall in places. We have a brick chimney that was like concreted over, and then they put wood paneling over the brick chimney, and the wood paneling cracked and fell off, like just right off. So now we have to reface that chimney, which involves like building a wooden structure that we kind of like drill into the concrete, and then we put like drywall over it. And we just like, there's a duct, like the only air duct in the whole room is like butted up right to the chimney. So we have to be like very careful with how we do that. And like we can't bring anything into the bedroom until we're done with the drywall compound, because the drywall compound has wheat in it, and the dust is literally on every single thing in our house because we didn't seal the work site off when we were doing a majority of the sanding and the like applying. And so we've had to wash every single fabric thing in our whole home. We have a carpet cleaner and all these things. Like I had to dust off the chair I'm sitting in because it was covered in that dust. And this is the chair that's like in our living room.
Oh geez.
It's literally everywhere. So like until the chimney is done, nothing that's clean can go back in our bedroom. And then after the chimney is done and the paint and the trim is on, we can carpet shampoo our carpets and then like move the clean stuff back in our bedroom. But then we have to go through the whole house and clean. Like I literally can't clean my house until this part of the renovation project is done. And like it was paint sale weekend at Sherwin-Williams. So we have ceiling paint, we have bedroom paint, and then we have like the blue paint for my small bathroom refresh that I'm doing this summer as my like, it's summer, I'm going to do something fun and like low maintenance in the house.
Yeah.
So like landscaping's got to get done because you got to get the plants in early spring or they don't have enough time to root before the frost of winter. So that has to be done this weekend. And like we have to continue making slow, steady progress in our bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to.
Oh, man, you guys got your hands full.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have an ETA as to when you think you'll be done?
So,
Are you doing it all yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We Ryan has been doing the wall patches while we've been recording this. So the wall patches, like the drywall that has to go in to patch the wall, and the first coat of like drywall compound that helps like seal it in and smooth over all the edges will be put on before we go to bed tonight. Then you have to let that dry for 24 hours. So the next round of like drywall compound, which hopefully will be the last round of drywall compound, like we're not smoothing out walls, we're just smoothing out seams in building material, will be put on tomorrow night, and then hopefully that'll be good. The chimney repair, we need to wait till next budget cycle to buy the materials for, which is good because it gives us time to like, we have to seal the concrete somehow so that the moisture in the concrete doesn't come out. Otherwise, it's just going to mold the drywall. So we have to figure out how to do that. We need to repair pieces of the concrete and chimney or seal it so moisture doesn't come through. Then we have to use furring strips to build a frame, attach it to the concrete/brick, and then hang drywall from it. So like sealing the concrete/brick and building the frame will be the two hurdles we have to overcome, because the frame has to be like anchored in, or we've just got, a cool little wall hinge that we can just remove the wall for funsies, and like that's not what we want. So we have to figure that out, and we have 2 weeks to figure that out when we have the materials and we know what we're doing. Ryan thinks it'll take 2 weeks. So hopefully a month from now, the wall will be up, constructed, painted.
A month from now. Okay.
That being said, we've been sleeping on an air mattress for 6 weeks.
Oh, girl, that's so brutal. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It is what it is. But like the next time you make your way this way, which will probably be July because I'm coming to you in June. Like the next time you make your way this way, our bedroom, save for some ugly carpet, will be 100% the way we want it.
Nice.
The downstairs bathroom will be painted and everything will be clean and organized. This weekend, we are finally hanging like a hanging plants planter that we got for the wedding that we thought we were going to use outside as an herb garden, but now I've decided is inside decor. So like we'll even have like more decor up in the living room. The spare bedroom will be pretty darn close to being in its final form. Like we're just in like a really good spot.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and
you'll be done in time for summer, so you'll get all this work done, and then you'll have the summer to relax and enjoy it and spend your time outside, and you won't have to spend the hot summer months trying to get your house fixed.
Yes, and like this has been a really great opportunity to like go through stuff, reorganize, like donate some things. So, like
Absolutely.
This can be our next podcast like discussion, but my summer vibe is like the summer of steadiness. So like I
Mhm.
want to start my days with mass and then a hike and then some reading and then a couple hours of like project work, whether that be like cleaning, organizing, sorting, or painting or whatever I want to work on. Like I have to finish some scrapbooks, I have to finish some other things that just haven't gotten work. It's like couple hours of that, more intentional time outside, dinner, wind down with Ryan, move on, right? So, like I want
Nice.
that steadiness, and like my big goal at the end of the summer is that everything in our home is sorted, organized, and like tidy. Like we have a couple of closets that just became like I'm moving and I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm putting this in here. Now Ryan's moving and we don't know what we're doing, so we're putting
Mhm.
this in here. And everything's kind of chaotic. And like we're storing a twin mattress because he got a new twin mattress like relatively recently. And ideally, that's the mattress we'll use for our child one day. But
Mhm.
like the location it's in doesn't make any sense and we need to do some organizing. And there's been a lot of craft materials that I've been saving since like middle school and high school because I've always wanted to find the perfect project to do with them, but it's been 10 15 years. Like there's no perfect project.
Right.
These things need a new home.
Mhm.
So that's
Nice.
one of my goals.
That'll be so refreshing. It's always nice to like go through things and like take the time to do all those relaxing things. It'll be a really good summer routine
Yeah.
and much needed after
2 years
musical
of
stuff and
crazy.
house renovations and all of that. You'll be ready for some relaxation
Oh yeah.
for sure.
Plus
Yeah, we
like
can definitely make that our next podcast topic though. I like that a lot.
and I think too like hopefully your work will slow down a little bit and like my life being less chaotic, like I'll be able to we could do our next book club and we could
Yeah,
like have a more regular sit down and chat schedule and like those kinds of things. So
absolutely.
there are a couple of projects we've talked about like wanting to digitize and like immortalize, and the summer's a good time for me to be able to do that. So
Hmm. Absolutely.
yeah. All right. It is my bedtime.
Well, you say it's your
It
bedtime.
is. I can't, like, I wake up at 5 in the morning for school every day, and I'm just in that part of the year where I work, um, like 7 to 5:30 every day. And I get home and I'm just so exhausted. Plus, is she overworked or is she pregnant? We'll know in 3 weeks.
Right. Right. You gotta keep me updated.
For
I'll be
real.
praying. Either way.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yesterday's fun game was does she have a migraine or is she pregnant?
That's the fun time we're at right now.
The worst part is if she's pregnant, she can't take migraine medicine.
No!
Yeah, we doubled up on the magnesium this morning. I was like, listen.
I would tell you to drink a McDonald's Coke. I heard that's the magic elixir, but I don't think you can have Coke, and you also are against Coke, so.
I gotta tell you, I have a deep shame.
You've been drinking Coke?
Only for McDonald's.
Yes! Get on this train with me.
Okay.
But listen, I have heard from multiple sources because I get migraines sometimes, and like I have to stare at a screen all day. So when I get a migraine, I can't work anymore. And I've talked to my team about it. I'm like, I can't take PTO every time I get a migraine. And they're like, McDonald's, Coke, if you can get it like right when your migraine starts, it's like the magic thing. I've had
Okay.
multiple people tell me that. And I haven't really gotten a chance to try it a whole lot. The last time I had a migraine, I didn't have McDonald's Coke, but I had little Cokes in my house. And I drank those, and it wasn't as bad as it's been before.
So I got on
So,
the McDonald's Coke thing in Italy this summer because like I had such a hard time finding places that were like safe for me, and like Italy is really great with allergies. I just want to be very clear. They're so good and wonderful and kind with allergies. Not everyone's me, though.
Right.
38 food allergies is its own thing in a foreign country where you have a hard time speaking the language.
The language.
Yeah.
Italiano.
But so this is what we got on is like every once in a while there was a McDonald's and I was like, I just want Coke. Like I couldn't drink coffee while we were there because I always put oat milk in it and they don't have oat milk. And like if I drink just like straight, my tummy really hurts. And so like I needed caffeine. And so we would find this McDonald's at this one place kind of near the Vatican, and they had like the best Coke I've ever had in my life. In fairness, it was like real sugar, like no mold. Everything was great. And so we had Coke and French fries like every day around like 2:00. It was so good.
Nice. Oh, that's
so
the
needed.
best. I only get McDonald's when I'm driving out to you because
that's all there is.
Stop halfway.
Yeah.
Well, there is. But last weekend I had to work and I ended up being at work until 9 p.m. and I wasn't anticipating being at work that late. So I didn't want to make dinner. And the closest place to me is McDonald's. So I went to McDonald's and I got to tell you, it hits the spot every single time. I totally understand how bad it is for you. It's like, if I can, I'll go to Portillo's if I'm getting fast food. But once in a while, McDonald's.
My goodness, yes. Yeah.
Unreal. I got like a quarter pounder and then fries, and I got a root beer. I didn't get a Coke this time because caffeine, and it was 9 p.m. and I needed to get up. I had to be at work at 6:30 in the morning. So I got root beer instead. It was so good. It was unbelievable.
I will say.
I'm like, oh, I already ate dinner. I was going to say, I might go get some. I already ate.
I will say the McDonald's on my way home from work has bad Coke. Like their Coke is really bad. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like so disappointing to me. But I did yesterday in fairness, I was like hours into my migraine or pregnancy headache.
Yeah.
At this time. So I did stop and get Coke and it didn't fix anything. But truthfully, I'd had the headache at that point for like 5.5 hours. So
yeah, I've been told you have to get it like when it starts.
Yeah. All right.
I would just keep Coke around in your house because I like the little cans.
No.
They come in like a pack of 6.
I will drink them. No. I love a beverage.
I know.
I literally have a
girlies.
mug full of water and a mug that was at one time cranberry plus fortified with calcium apple juice because, I can't take calcium.
I totally get it. I'm 100% a drinks girly. My drink is behind me, though.
We love a beverage in this family.
I love a beverage. I'm constantly running the dishwasher just to have drinking receptacles clean again.
I need to get you new drinking receptacles for your birthday.
I'm in the process. I'm gonna see if my brothers want my current drinking receptacles because I don't really like them anymore, and I just want mason jars. So I might just go to Target this weekend and pick up a pack of mason jars.
No.
Yes.
Go to Goodwill. They're cheaper.
Oh,
and
true.
There's always a billion of them for like a quarter a jar.
Absolutely, that's a good idea. I have to drop off stock to Goodwill this weekend, so maybe I'll stop in while I'm there and pick up. But yeah, I just want mason jars. Sweet. Put all my stuff in, and then I'm getting new Tupperware.
They're good for drinking. They're good for oh shoot, I'm out of food storage. They're good for that. They're good for I have an abundance of pens and I need somewhere to put them. I have an abundance of hair ties and I need somewhere to put them. They're just such a good multi-purpose.
Right?
Okay, for real. I love you.
For real.
If you're not us, I don't know why you're still here. You need help.
We're talking about Coca-Cola and mason jar.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you. It's a fun little brain to live in, that's for sure.